Chelsea saw Roman Abramovich sanctioned today, and yeah, it's been a whirlwind of a day. As a reporter for Chelsea Football Club, I didn't expect to wake up today and see that news. Roman Abramovich, somebody who's been at this club for 19 years, 21 trophies he's brought. He's won everything there is to win. He's put 1.5 billion of his own money into the club, and it's sort of created a bit of a, feeling of uncertainty, a feeling of, lost identity. The fact that he's been sanctioned and Chelsea has to continue in a new way. And I think that's been very difficult, for fans to understand. We've had chants of Roman Abramovich in this stadium. It kind of feels wrong against the imagery that we see in Ukraine, where, people are dying and we're seeing all this misery, this war, this invasion of Ukraine that the West doesn't, agree with. And that's why, Abramovich has been sanctioned. He's known to be, or described as by the UK government, as somebody who's close to Vladimir Putin. He's described as somebody who's helped, their war effort in Ukraine, and that's really, a damning assessment when you see those images, and that's why he's been sanctioned. But it's a struggle for Chelsea fans to understand, because they love him, they love the success that they've had, and all that. So it's sort of an incredibly interesting and difficult time, really, for those fans to try and make sense of this all, and make sense of what Chelsea is now. We know that the short-term future of Chelsea is going to be very hard, and I think this is a lot of the questions that fans of Chelsea and fans of football want to know. Is, will Chelsea be making big signings in the future? Maybe, maybe not. We need to see who the new owner is. That needs to happen. Currently, the search for a new owner is on pause. The sanctions themselves, Chelsea are not licensed to allow a sale. All their assets have been frozen. Roman Abramovich's assets have been frozen. But the UK government do say that they'll find a way of making sure a sale goes through. They're not there yet, they're not ready, but when they are ready, they're going to try and help Chelsea get that sale through. There's lots of interested people, by the way. There's interest from Saudi Arabia, England, Europe, all over the world, really. So there's huge interest in buying Chelsea. It's a great asset. We know they're a great club. They're European and world champions. So that's all, in the process of happening. But it's a bit of a way away, and Chelsea now have to survive day by day with their assets frozen. They're not allowed to make transfers. They're not allowed to renew contracts. They're not even allowed to sell shirts in their club shop. This is about finances. This is about sanctions against an individual like Roman Abramovich. But Chelsea are going to try and find a way of continuing. I just spoke to Thomas Tuchel here at Carrow Road. This is Norwich's stadium. Chelsea just won 3-1. And I just spoke to Tuchel, and he said, as long as there's shirts on our backs, we're going to continue. So these things need to happen. That's what's going on at Chelsea. Broadly, it changes day by day. It's a fast-moving story, but this is the latest from Chelsea Football Club, and I'll try and keep you updated along the way.